Hello, my name is Dan Johnson. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Dalek Universe as a series. It's been an absolute passion of mine for the last year. I've just absolutely loved each box set and I've anticipated each one as it's come out, and it's probably been the best release of 2021, and I've really wanted to talk about it. And I wasn't quite sure how, because I thought I didn't really want to do reviews of each box set. So I decided that this was the best way to do it. I'm just going to recommend it, and it's up to you if you want to actually take that recommendation or not. So the premise of Dalek Universe is that the 10th Doctor has been brought back to pre-Time War and is stuck in what Terry Nation's designs for a Dalek world, basically. You've got characters that he's come up with, mechanoids, Mark 7, which is an amazing character, which is basically just like a killer robot. But there's also some stuff that isn't just focused around Terry Nation. There is also the planet from Galaxy 4, which name has slipped me by, as well as the Morvellans, who are from Destiny of the Daleks. In terms of companions, you have Mark 7, played by Joe Sims. He's a really cool character. The kind of emotionless robot that kind of slowly develops a sense of humour and stuff. And you have Anya Kingdom, who is played by Jane Slavin. And now she was with the 4th Doctor at one point, but there was a whole plot, which I haven't listened to, about how Anne Kelso, I believe was the name, became Anya Kingdom because Anne Kelso was actually just like a disguise, which she believed, and part of the story is about the Doctor forgiving her. And then in terms of guest cast, you have Mark Gatiss, Gemma Whelan, Nina Toussaint White, I don't think I've pronounced the middle bit correctly, sorry. Alex Kingston, Joseph Milson, from Sarah Jane Adventures, the father of Maria, and then Terry Malloy playing Davros in box set 3. I don't think I pronounced any of them surnames correctly. Other than the premise and the actors behind it, I was intrigued a lot by the covers for these 3 box sets. Recently, Big Finish have been getting away with doing these sort of sets. This is for the 11, lovely story by the way. And with this, they've done 3 episodes, but they've been done in this kind of dual CD case. And it's a little bit strange, but it doesn't detract from the story. But Dalek Universe was given individual covers for each episode. So you have the Trojan Dalek, which I think is probably my favourite out of the lot. And then you have the Lost, which is a lovely, lovely cover, as well as the whole bundle for that one. Like the one that's packaged in looks amazing for box set 2. Just the outside cover looks excellent. The Wrong Woman is a highlight, as well as the general box set look for box set 3. The Triumph of Davros looks epic. I don't think any of the episodes have a really, really bad cover. I think the weakest is probably The First Son, which is the first episode of box set 3. Just because it didn't appeal to me very much. Just because it was the most lackluster didn't mean it was even the worst. I think it was still a great cover. And because of these lovely covers, I ended up buying the Dalek Universe on vinyl. And I already had them on CD, but I absolutely loved the designs that I really wanted to get them framed or just display them in a better way than just having them on CDs. So I bought these for box sets 1 and for box sets 2. Box set 3 is in the post, or shall be dispatched eventually. When I bought these, I actually didn't have a turntable to listen to them on. That's changed, and now I have quite a lot of vinyls that I took from my dad, as well as recently the purchase of the 9th Doctor vinyls, which are also lovely, to be honest. And talking about dull covers, they don't have any dull episodes. Each episode advances the characters nicely, advances the overall story nicely and evenly, as well as giving you plenty of thrills, plenty of action. It's just a lovely experience. But when I come to episodes that I think are weaker than other ones, just because they don't suit my style of entertainment, I suppose, they weren't bad episodes because I still got to spend time with these characters and saw them advance. There's also lots of little details which show to me that the writers really care. There's a lot of the Doctor missing his own people, I suppose, and also missing Donna, Rose, companions, etc., because he's in that moment when he's completely alone. And You also have things carried on from previous box sets, I'm not quite sure, and you don't really need to listen to them all, so which I suppose makes them a good jumping on point because you can tell what's happening. But I feel like the story would be enriched if you did. Well, I personally didn't, and I still had a good time. I mean, what else do you really want from a series? I mean, it's got David Tennant. Something that I feel doesn't get enough credit with a lot of audios is the sound design, and Howard Carter's work on this series is absolutely amazing. The music, the sound effects, the action, I mean, because there's a lot of it, is all beautifully done, and it just feels like such a thrill to listen to. Like you're almost there, but while ships are crashing and stuff like that, you have this beautiful theme, and as well as the sound effects and all that all come together and make a really quite, as I've said many a times, thrilling moment. Was this a way of me just to be self-indulgent, like the end of time with Dalek Universe, something that I really enjoyed? Yeah, it really was. But I would like to recommend it to more people because there's a lot of Big Finish nowadays, and I mean, releases get released basically every week. And because of that, people can kind of get swallowed up by certain releases and not end up buying them because they're focused on things like Stranded. And I think Dalek Universe is proven to be very, very popular, but I think that it could easily be just sort of sidelined as I once did. You also had the Dalek Protocol, which was written by Nicholas Briggs, with the Fourth Doctor and Anya and Mark 7, and I felt like with that we had a lot of really interesting moments, and it allowed you to develop, well for me, introduce the characters that were later going to appear with the 10th Doctor. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you go like. Tell me what you think of Dalek Universe. Did you get Dalek Universe? Have you enjoyed Dalek Universe? Do you think that it's something that you'd actually be interested in listening to? Whether I've sold it or not, because that would be interesting to see. And so don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.